The word codependency, ignoring our own wishes in order to serve others or gain approval, has gotten in the mainstream vocabulary. The concept progressed from the term co-alcoholic, which describes an alcoholic partner's passive, making it possible for habits, while neglecting to recognize how they're being impacted and not affirming their own needs and limitations. At the heart of codependency is reacting immediately to other people's real or envisioned needs, while bypassing our own inner life. Signpost of possible codependent patterns. Are you often stressed that your partner might get upset or leave you if you don't adhere to what they want, which leaves you trapped? Is it hard to set boundaries, noticing, honoring, and expressing views and needs that may differ from others? Do other people's needs quickly surpass yours? Do you think it is challenging to pause and consider your own feelings and desires, including your yes, your no, and your perhaps, before responding to others? Do you see yourself feeling resentful and depleted just because you usually respond to what others want from you without considering what you really need? If any of the above are true, you might be inclined to minimize your own needs and put others ahead of yourself as a way to handle your desire for connection, belonging, or self-regard. But remember that life is complex. Do not be too fast to label yourself as codependent. Using a pathological label to define yourself could be an injustice. The fine line between caring and codependency. There's a fine line between being loving and codependent. If we slap the codependent label on our kind, empathetic impulses, then we may also dismiss all the great spiritual teachers, like Jesus and the Buddha, as hopeless codependents. Our impulse to be kind and responsive may be coming from a humanistic or spiritual place inside of us. It takes discernment to differentiate codependence from fundamental human caring and compassion. We human beings have a need not only to be loved, but also to really love. It usually feels nurturing and rewarding to care about others, and it's challenging to reason that the world could use a little more sensitivity and empathy. The ones with narcissistic tendencies may find a sort of reassuring self-protection in the term codependence, translating their own self-indulgent conduct as very well non-codependent. It might trigger embarrassment to be perceived as weak, soft, or tender. They might be quite quick to shame others as being codependent, while seeing themselves as commendably strong and independent. A ridicule for empathy and empathy may actually make them counter-dependent, which is the opposite extreme of codependent. Fearing attachment, intimacy, and vulnerability, they live behind a well-defended wall that ensures their isolation, usually even if they appear lively or charming. One factor of love is seeing what other people need and, if we can, give it to them. We extend ourselves without overextending. Our caring lives in dynamic balance with caring about ourselves. We enjoy the fulfillment of being responsive to other people's needs, while also being attentive to our own. Casually tossing around the codependent label may neglect how we are complex beings driven by multiple motivations. If we overlook ourselves in favor of taking care of others, we do a disservice to ourselves. But clinging too securely to our self-reliance, or being too alert about steering clear of codependence, we could keep away from the interdependence that enables healthy intimacy and connection. Psychotherapy can be a beneficial way to become more mindful about our motivations and behavior, and find a smart balance between caring about ourselves and being kind to others.